Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, 8 people detained in St. Elizabeth police operation. Police in St. Elizabeth on Friday continued their efforts to disrupt the criminal networks with a major operation resulting in the detention of 8 people and the seizure of 6 motorcycles. Operations Officer Deputy Superintendent David Blake says that the initiative was supported by different arms of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, including officers from the Public Safety and the Traffic Enforcement Branch, Specialized Operations, among other police units. He says that the authorities sought to nab known violence producers in the area.
This operation was geared at targeting our wanted men and persons of interest across the division. We conducted raids at several premises across the division. Though none of the known wanted men and persons of interest across the division were held today, we actually arrested 8 persons for breaches of the Road Traffic Act. We seized 6 motorcycles, 4 motor cars, and we wrote over 100 tickets for breaches of the Road Traffic Act. So this operation is geared at ensuring that public safety is maintained across the division and ensuring that our wanted men and persons of interest will find no comfort or safe haven across St. Elizabeth. And we will continue this operation for as long as it is required to ensure that these men are brought to justice.
Police will win. Commissioner Blake issues a stern warning to criminals. Police Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blake has sent a stern warning to criminals that they will not win in their pursuit to commit crimes. Data from the Ministry of National Security show that the country ended 2024 with 1,139 murders, a reduction of 265 when compared with the previous year. This represents a 19% decline in homicides. Dr. Blake says the police are more motivated this year to go after criminals.
To the violent criminals who threaten the peace of our communities, hear me clearly. The JCF of 2025 is charged and ready. You will face a force that is highly motivated and driven by a relentless resolve to win. If you choose to continue your path of destruction, you will find us standing firm against you with the full weight of the law behind us. Consider this your warning. We will not ease up until peace prevails. To the Jamaican people, I reaffirm our pledge. The JCF will stand resolute in its mission to protect you and dismantle criminal organizations. So let us work together to make this vision a reality.
St. Anne Police prepared for bumper crowd for intimate concert. The St. Anne Police say they are prepared to deal with a bumper crowd expected in the parish for the second staging of the intimate concert Saturday night at Plantation Cove in Richmond. Commanding Officer Senior Superintendent Dwight Powell said the police anticipate about 20,000 people at the venue. He said the police are working with the promoters to build on lessons from last year's staging and to make improvements. Police will also be out in their numbers, seeking to prevent the gridlock that occurred last year.
So we are looking at some major changes to do things a little better than what was done last year. So we have asked that the promoters, through the persons who operate the venue, look at additional entrance and exit. So of course there will be some physical changes in the location. We'll also be having some heavy traffic management deployment between the north-south roundabout at Marmy Bay into Runaway Bay, and possibly we'll stretch this deployment into Ocheres just to mitigate against the buildup of traffic that is likely to be seen on the roadway.
St. Mary men on gun assault charges after night hold-up beating. Detectives from the St. Mary Police Division have charged 4 men, all from the parish, with the possession of prohibited weapon, assault at a common law, possession of unauthorized ammunition, and assault occasioning bodily harm following an incident in the parish on Saturday, November 2, 2024. Charged are 28-year-old painter Tevin Scott, otherwise called Tom Man, 19-year-old mechanic Alric Kidd, otherwise called Engine, 19-year-old construction worker Ramanda Robinson, otherwise called Gappy, and 19-year-old Amario McFarlane. Reports from the Port Maria police are that about 9:20 p.m., the now complainant took a friend home on his motorcycle and on his way back was pounced upon by 4 men. 2 of the men were allegedly armed with firearms, which they pointed at the now complainant. The other 2 men used a piece of board to hit the complainant on his shoulders and head, causing bruises and swelling. A report was made to the police and all 4 men were arrested and subsequently charged. Their court date is still to be finalized. Ban on distribution of plastic food containers takes effect January 9. Starting January 9, plastic food containers will officially be prohibited for distribution and use, marking the continuation of the 4th phase of the single-use plastics ban, which began on July 1 last year. But Clause 2 of the Trade Plastic Packaging Materials Amendment Order 2024 provides an exemption for importers who ordered or purchased the consignments prior to the cutoff date. The ban will expand to include personal care and cosmetic products containing intentionally added plastic microbeads or microplastics starting July 1 this year. This timeline ensures ample opportunity for thorough consultation and sensitization among private sector stakeholders and regulatory authorities, fostering a smooth transition to the new measures. Junglist reportedly peeved by issue with a woman went for a tool. 49-year-old Raymond Whittingham of Arnett Gardens, St. Andrew, has been charged with assault at a common law and the possession of a prohibited weapon following an alleged incident in his community on Wednesday, January 1. Reports from the Denham Town Police are that about 9:37 p.m., Whittingham and a woman had a disagreement during which he left, returned and held onto a firearm in his waistband. The alleged actions reportedly made the woman fearful for her life and she managed to escape without injuries and made a report to the police. On Thursday, January 2, an operation was conducted in the community which led to the subsequent arrest of Whittingham. His court date is being finalized. JTB urged to ramp up promotion of Destination Jamaica. The Jamaica Hotel and Tourist Association is urging the Jamaica Tourist Board to ramp up its promotion of Destination Jamaica to maintain the momentum in visitor arrivals over the last few weeks. The country is experiencing a robust and promising winter tourist season, supported by major entertainment events. External factors such as travel advisories have hurt the industry, but hotelier and the first vice president of the GHTA, Christopher Jarrett, says there are a lot of positives happening in the country and the JTB must build on them to combat the negative reports.
We hope that JTB works hard and continue to work hard because a lot of the positives are not said. I mean, reduction in violent crime, for instance, is never talked about. You always hear about crime increasing. And so the narrative needs to be changed. We need to just talk a little bit more about the positives that are happening in it. We're pushing more, like I said, the Port Royal and the tours up into the hills and so on. And we find a lot more people now wanting to do the walk tours, the bus tours, and these things that typically in the past would not be a popular sort of choice.
Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.